Greetings, agents. Welcome to the second part of our introduction to Adventure Ages. I'm Lindsay, the community manager of Adventure Ages, and today I'm going to be joined by three members of the Hyper Hippo team.
Hi everyone, my name is Liam and I'm the lead producer on Adventure Ages.
Hi everyone, I'm Emma. I'm a product marketing manager here at Hyper Hippo.
Hi everybody, my name is Augusto and I'm lead artist on Adventure Ages.
Liam, what is the aspect of the game that players are going to be most excited about?
We know that our players like so much in Adventure Communist is that sense of researcher collection. What was really exciting about the concept for Adventure Ages and our hero collection, it's all of these heroes are grounded in the sense of reality. These are actual historical figures. All of these heroes provide tons of benefits for our players that we feel are vital to their progression.
Awesome. And Emma, what features do you think players are going to be most eager to check out?
I think they're going to get most excited about special operations and the historic paths, which are really cool mechanics for super dedicated agents who are looking for some more rewards and some more challenges to complete as they play. Historic is paid, but special operations is free and available to any agent after they reach a certain rank.
Amazing. And finally, let's throw it to Augusto.
Well, for those really competitive players, I think the events are going to be the best. It's going to give you a ton of opportunity to gather and gain way more rewards. And plus, each event has very unique art, which I specifically think is amazing.
Any players who are currently Comrades in Adventure Communist might find some similarities between the two games. Liam, maybe you can talk into how the two games are similar.
The overall strategy itself is, of course, to be able to unlock generators and accumulate resources that will allow you to expand yourself through the different ages. And in addition to that, there's a large collection element, which our Adventure Communist players will be really, really familiar with.
And, AdCom's a really successful game, but unfortunately, communism as a theme can be a hard sell for some players. So Adventure Ages takes the best in-class mechanics and it gives them an entirely new theme, art style and story in a bit more of an accessible package.
I also want our players to feel rest assured, our Adventure Communist community, our Adventure Capitalist community, we have a lot more content for those games coming out that we're really looking forward to showing you this year.
Amazing. I'm sure the players are going to be stoked to hear that. Liam, can you talk a bit about what it's like to actually produce a game during a pandemic?
Yeah, we overcame a lot of significant challenges that otherwise were quite easy when we were all inside of one room in an office. We actually can have more frequent conversations digitally as opposed to waiting for specific meeting rooms or times when we're all together in one office. So there are some significant challenges where at times team members might be stretched a little bit thin, managing multiple conversations at one time. But not only that, the Adventure Ages product as a whole, and as we continue to develop on it and overcome challenges together as a team, it's shining light for our team in new ways to go, okay, great. How do we make even more games and more products for our users in this new remote dynamic that we're a part of? And we already have some really exciting games to come in the years beyond, even after Adventure Ages, which we're looking forward to showing.
Augusto, what was the process like working on art, giving feedback, getting feedback, iterations as a remote team? What did you see?
Well, as a remote team, what we saw is that we had to meet quite frequently. So we made it a priority to meet regularly every week. When we first launched the product, however, we would have longer and more regular calls so that we could establish the look, best practices. In terms of collaboration, we'd always show things early on so that we could catch whatever changes we might need to make. Communication is always the key, and we just talked a lot with each other and openly sent files back and forth all the time.
I got one other quick question. How do players play a role in the collaboration and what gets created?
We keep our ear to the ground, not only with our player experience department that are responding on all social channels, email, etc. We're constantly sharing the voice of our players, what they're looking for, what they're not looking for, what they like and what they don't like. At its core, Hyper Hippo is successful because of our passionate player base, and we want to continue to make games that you're proud of and we're proud of.
I want to give a huge thanks to Liam, Emma, and Augusto for joining us to give us a sneak peek into Adventure Ages, and we can't wait for you to join us on February 1st for its official global launch.
Well, investors, I hope you're as excited for Adventure Ages as we are. Be sure to follow all of the Adventure Ages channels so you can keep up to date with what's happening in this time-traveling world. Until next time, peace, love, and profits.